everyone, and welcome back to Inexpensive Beauty. It is your girl Nikki the Mohawk Maiden, and we're going to do a really fun gold shimmery look. It is perfect for the holidays, and it's a palette that I got for like $4 or $5, and it's black Radiance. And if you can tell, it's like an yellow gold, and it's 8750 Island Oasis. Love this. And on the back it has a mirror, which is even cuter. Love the little mirror reflection thing going on. And just a really, really easy palette to put on. It's only 2 colors, but it pops. It is beautiful on brown skin. Just a beautiful, easy eye. So as you guys know, I always show you what I'm using, and I'm going to use my MAC pot as always. I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner. I might even use my cream liner. And I'm going to put a little bit of green at the bottom because for some odd reason, green just sets it off. And as you guys know, I use a couple of different brushes just to apply the makeup and get a better feel for what I'm trying to do with it. And then I also use mascara. I might use my Falsies Winged, or I may just use my Colossal Volume Express. It all depends. But just use a mascara that you love. And my tape, as you guys know. So the first thing I'm going to do is definitely use my tape. And I'm going to create a border because my makeup has to be perfect. And one thing about shimmer or a gold or a shimmery color, when you're putting it on, you want to make sure that it is defined. So I went ahead and did that. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then we are going to get started. And believe it or not, there is a trick to working with like 2 colors. The light always goes on the brow, and you can start it off also in the corner of the eye and work out and kind of blend it up into the darker color, and then put the light in and blend that up. It makes your eyes just gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Let me bring in my computer. Okay, so there you guys can see. I'm just going to base my eye with my MAC pot, as you guys know. Love the MAC pots. Love them, love them, love them. It is really the only thing that I buy that is extremely expensive. All the other stuff to me is just hype. And if you know how to apply your makeup correctly, you can make your eye pop like really easily. So I went ahead and did that. Do both my eyes really quickly. Make sure I get up in that brow. And I actually went and got my nails done, and they had a $8 offer to wax eyebrows at the place where I get my eyes done. Never again in life. That lady actually cut me. It was the worst. So only go to people you know are good at brow threading, because it is definitely an art. I learned the hard way. I'm going to come in a little more so you can see my eyes. Okay, so here we go. Now the first thing I do, like I said before, is I'm going to get my brush and I'm going to apply the light color, as you guys can see, in the middle, and then the dark color on the outside. So let's start with the light color. It's actually a yellow, and I always hit my brush to get the excess off. So as you can see, I'm just applying that light color. Make sure you guys can go down, come in some. There we go. Make sure I apply that light color on the inside, and I take my time and work out. Take my time and work it out. And it is so cute. This shimmer, I mean, and it applies so easily, and I just love this. It is such a great holiday look. It is so fun. It is so fun. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Just apply the light color in the corner and down some. And you want to make sure that you do this lightly, because if not, this and any shadow will crease up in your corners, and you don't want that. You want it to be as smooth as possible. So I went ahead and applied the light in. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend it out with the darker color. So get that darker color going. And I tell anyone, if you are blending, to start in a circle motion, because when you use a circle motion, it allows you to blend it effortlessly. See that? It just blends so pretty. Just beautiful, just a beautiful look. And now what I'm going to do is, because I have my tape where I'm creating a border, I can go ahead and go down some without fear of smudging. And I make sure that I get right in that corner, because my eyes are big and you never want your shadow to have blots where it's kind of missing, because believe it or not, you notice it. People notice it. So I went ahead and I put that black in the corner. So I pretty much blended it. And I made sure I made a defined crease line. That is another thing I will tell you, to make sure that when you are doing a crease line, you make it defined. So I blended it and I've defined the crease line just like that, just a sweeping motion back and forth where you can feel the crease of your lid. And then what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and I will put a little bit of the lighter color in the brow. So before I do that, I'm going to do the other side, and I'm going to show you one more time. I just blend in a sweeping motion. And this is just a beautiful color. It is so pretty. Love it. And just blend in a circle motion. Make sure you make that defined crease line, just like that, back and forth. And make sure you get up in that corner, just like that. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to really quickly touch up the corner inside, because I noticed that sometimes when I blend, I don't always get as defined as I would like. So I'm just to make sure that that yellow is in that corner and that my eyes are popping the way I would like them to. Just like that. Make sure I have that gold in there, right in that corner. There we go. And then all I'm going to do now is take and put the yellow shimmer in the top where the brow is, and that makes your brows pop. If you wanted to, you could leave your eyes just like this, which is also very pretty. But I am into the whole brow thing. And what I do when I get up into the brow is basically I put a little bit of the color on and I pat it. Just kind of pat it in there. Make sure it blends beautifully. And there it is. Make sure I always get up in that brow. And this is just basically two colors. Totally awesome. One more time. Put some of that shadow on your brush and just pat it. Beautiful for a beautiful Christmas party. This just makes your eyes pop. I don't know what it is about this palette. Again, I'll show you really quickly. It's Island Oasis. Absolutely gorgeous by Black Radiance. Love it. And now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to line my eyes. Now, I'm going to use some green because for some odd reason, green like totally sets it off. I don't know why, but I'm only going to use the green in the bottom lid, just a little bit of green, and makes your eyes pop. So I'm going to go ahead and put that green in there. And this is subtle things, little things. And that's what applying makeup is. It's not a bunch of big things, but it's a bunch of subtle things that come together to make a huge effect. So I went ahead and did that. Put that green in there. Just like that. Do this eye. And be careful that you don't poke yourself. Because if you get this in your eyeballs, like really get it in your eye, and you're like me, I'm a contact wearer. Let me tell you, there is nothing more painful than getting makeup on your contacts. So take your time. I pretty much went ahead and put the green in. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my cream liner. And I am going to line the top of my eye. And I use a thin brush for this, a long brush. It just helps me maneuver it better. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to simply line my eye. Just like that. See that? One more time. And get as close to the lash line as you can. And there it is. Really simple. There it is. Really simple. Then I'm going to do the other one. And if you like it long and exaggerated out, feel free. And I make sure when I'm using my liquid or my cream liner that I have enough on my brush, because if not, it doesn't show up very well. And using cream liner takes skill, but I love it once I get it down the way I want it to be. And there you are. I may even just do a little bit of black. Just a little. On the bottom lid, just a little, just to, you know, kind of smoke it out. And there you have it. I've done that. And then what I'm going to do really easily, really quickly is just put my favorite mascara on. So I'm going to use my Colossal. And if you are like me, I have like no lashes. And when I say none, none. That is why I always wear fake lashes, because I don't have any. So I have to keep going over them. And I refuse to buy Latisse, because I always wonder, now what happens, because you know your eyelashes shed. What happens when your eyelashes shed? Do they naturally keep growing like that? You have to keep applying the Latisse. And Latisse is like $120. So if you want to buy that and you subscribe to it, have at it. I don't. I just rather work with what I have, or just add some individuals. Works for me. And I have learned to put my own on, so I don't have to pay $30, $40, $50 for some eyelash extensions. I just put them on for the night. They stay, they stay. They don't, they don't. But, I mean, it's just better for me because I'm not blowing all my money on that kind of stuff. And I do have a video on individual lashes if you'd like to see it. And it's more about a good pair of tweezers and patience, really, because you'll get the technique down. As long as you have a good adhesive, and I don't recommend hair bonding glue, but if you have a good adhesive that you can like work with, and you have the patience, and you're like bored one Saturday, sit there and learn how to put them on. And that's pretty much it. I've created my look. As you guys look at that, isn't that pretty? Just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to take my tape off. Wow, very pretty. Gorgeous look. Gorgeous look. And that's pretty much my palette. I'm going to bring it back some so you guys can see better. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Just your eyes. And since your eyes are so played up, you can put on like a neutral lip gloss. Like I have a pink that I'll just put on really quickly. Something neutral. Because this eye is just so dramatic. It's so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Really quick, really easy, really fun eye. Just absolutely gorgeous. And like I said before, I use my black Radiance palette, eyelid Oasis, 2 colors, that's it, mascara, a black liner, and a green liner underneath to make it pop, and a primer, of course, to make sure my eyeshadow doesn't crease. So you guys have a good night, and like I always say, it's okay to be beautiful. How are you going to do it? You're going to do it inexpensively, and I'm here to show you how to like a dime on a dime. Good night.